Let's be real. Building something from the ground up is not for the faint of heart. Every entrepreneur, every creative, every person chasing a vision faces obstacles. There will be times when things don't go as planned. You pour your heart into your business, only to feel like it's all falling apart. You may find yourself wondering if you're doing something wrong, or worse, questioning whether you're even cut out for this. But here's the truth. Obstacles are not signs to quit. They're signs that you're growing, learning, and being tested. Everything you want, success, fulfillment, financial freedom, requires hard work, persistence, and yes, facing challenges head on. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the obstacle is the way. Think about that. Whatever stands in your path right now, whatever challenge you're facing, is not blocking your journey. It's part of it. It's shaping you, and it's preparing you for what's next. Your path to success is not linear. It's full of twists, turns, and bumps. But if you can learn to embrace those bumps, you'll turn them into stepping stones. So let's talk about how we can shift our mindset and embrace obstacles as part of our journey. Here's the truth. Nothing worth building comes easy. Business, fashion, art, these industries will test you in ways you never imagined. And when the going gets tough, it's tempting to think, if it's this hard, maybe I'm not cut out for this. But what if the struggle itself is exactly what's shaping you into the entrepreneur you're meant to be? Every setback, every obstacle is either a test or a redirection. And your job isn't to avoid them. It's to adapt, learn, and grow. Entrepreneurs who thrive aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who get back up after falling, who learn from their mistakes, and who keep pushing forward, no matter what. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs in history have faced massive setbacks that might have destroyed their careers. But instead of quitting, they used those obstacles as fuel to build something even greater. Warren Buffett was rejected by Harvard Business School, a door he thought would lead him to his future. Instead of giving up, he used that rejection as motivation. He went on to study under Benjamin Graham, who helped shape his investment philosophy. Now, Warren Buffett is known as one of the greatest investors of all time. Rihanna faced countless challenges early in her career, including industry skepticism about her potential. But instead of letting that define her, she used it as motivation to prove everyone wrong. She became one of the biggest music icons of all time. And beyond music, she revolutionized the beauty industry with Fenty Beauty, a billion-dollar brand built on inclusivity. Rihanna didn't let the obstacles stop her. She turned them into stepping stones for creating an empire. Frida Kahlo faced unimaginable hardships. After surviving a near-fatal bus accident, she was left with lifelong pain and physical limitations. But instead of letting it break her, she turned her suffering into art. Through her paintings, she expressed resilience, identity, and emotion in a way that captivated the world. Today, she's celebrated not just as a great artist, but as a symbol of strength and perseverance. Her obstacles didn't stop her. They fueled her creativity and made her one of the most influential artists of all time. These people didn't let their roadblocks define them. They used them as fuel to refine their vision, adjust their strategy, and build something even greater. And so can you. But how exactly do you start embracing challenges? How do you turn obstacles into opportunities? Let's dive into Stoic-inspired strategies that will help you flip the script. 1. Pause and reframe. When an obstacle arises, don't react immediately. Instead, pause and ask, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge help me grow? The key here is to step back and gain perspective. For example, let's say a supplier cancels your order at the last minute, leaving you with nothing to fulfill customer orders. It's easy to get frustrated, but instead of panicking, ask yourself, how can this situation be an opportunity? Maybe this is the universe pushing you to explore new suppliers with better quality or more reliable shipping options. This pause gives you space to see the bigger picture. It helps you understand that sometimes your biggest obstacles carry the biggest lessons. 2. Find the hidden gift. Every challenge, every obstacle carries a lesson, even if it's not immediately clear. Take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, what could this be teaching me? Every failure, every setback has something to offer. Imagine your latest product launch didn't perform well, or maybe it didn't get the traction you expected. It's easy to think that people aren't connecting with your brand, but before jumping to conclusions, consider, is this an opportunity to refine your messaging? Perhaps you can use the feedback from your customers to improve your product. Every challenge has the potential to help you improve and become better at what you do. And here's a powerful exercise. Every time you face an obstacle, write down at least 3 things you can learn from the experience. It could be something small, like realizing that a part of your process needs more attention, or it could be a bigger shift, like changing your business model. But trust me, there's always something to learn. 3. Take inspired action. Taking action is the antidote to fear. It's easy to get stuck in the planning phase, to overthink or worry about the worst-case scenario. But the Stoics remind us that the only way out is through. If you're facing a challenge, don't just sit there and wait for it to magically resolve. Take action. Change your approach if you need to, try something new, or adapt your plan. For example, if your online sales aren't hitting the mark, maybe it's time to reassess your marketing strategy. If your current approach isn't working, take some time to pivot and try something else. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The only way out is through." If you sit and wait, the obstacle will remain in your path. But by taking action, you are actively shifting the energy and opening up new possibilities. Remember, when you hit a roadblock, keep moving. Don't let fear, doubt, or frustration stop you. Whether it's a small step forward or a major pivot, every bit of action counts. 4. Use your inner circle. One of the greatest lessons I've learned as an entrepreneur is the power of community. When faced with challenges, don't try to do everything alone. Lean on your mentors, your colleagues, your support system. Sometimes you'll find that someone else has already been through exactly what you're facing and can offer valuable advice or even introduce you to new opportunities. Stoicism teaches us the value of wisdom, and sometimes that wisdom comes from others. Your community can be a sounding board when you need new ideas, or simply a place to remind you that you're not alone. 5. Trust the process. There will always be ups and downs, and it's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going according to plan. But remember, growth is a slow process. Trust the journey. Believe in the work you've done, and don't let short-term setbacks make you lose sight of the long-term vision. Every challenge you face is preparing you for the next level. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's a collection of small wins, resilience, and persistence. So trust that the challenges you're experiencing are making you stronger and continue to put in the work. Now I want to leave you with this. Think about one challenge you're facing right now, big or small. Instead of seeing it as a block, ask yourself, how is this working in my favor? How is this setback helping me grow? And remember, whatever obstacle is in your way, you have everything you need to turn it into an opportunity. Keep pushing forward and trust that the struggle is shaping you into the entrepreneur you were always meant to be. If you found this helpful, you'll love these next videos. Click here to dive deeper into mastering resilience as an entrepreneur and building an unstoppable mindset. Don't give up. Your obstacles are just the beginning of your success story.